hello, konnichiwa. Welcome back to our channel. Today I'll be reacting to an interview with Gruppo. Yes, it's a new one. I'm quite excited. Also, I apologize for the lack of videos. I've been busy with my job, which I will kind of give you an update of at the end of this video. So I'm quite excited. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Pew, pew, pew. So before we get started, flex support for that, you can buy me a cup of coffee. That's how you support the channel. Also make sure you go and subscribe my share because I want to hit a 50k soon. So come on, help us this out. So without further ado,
I am Miku Kato of BAND-MAID on Front Row Live. Papa.
Papa. She's adorable. By the way, this is a new interview, so hopefully it's gonna be the good ones with like relevant and good questions.
What's up, guys? Rob here, Front Row Live Entertainment. I am hanging out with Miku here from BAND-MAID, and I'm excited to be talking to you.
Oh, hello, Po. Nice to meet you, Po. I'm Miku Kato, Po.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for hanging out with me. I am a fan of your band, and I love the energy that your band delivers when I'm listening to the music, when I'm watching videos live.
Thank you so much, Po. 本当にそう言っていただけて、もうすごく嬉しいです、Po.
Of course, and you're here in LA right now because Anime Expo is happening right now in Los Angeles. You are part of the panel right now because BAND-MAID is about to release a single that is going to be part of a theme for a new anime series. So I'm curious.
Is this like for like a new one, or is it just the What is Justice one? Is it?
What is the importance of anime and Japanese rock music or Japanese music in general, and what does that mean to you?
まずアニメエクスポにバンドメイドとして出演できることが本当に嬉しいですし、こういったイベントでライブではなくお給仕ではなくトークでっていうことがあまりバンドメイドとしてこう小鳩ミク一人でっていうのがないことなので、とても緊張していますし、すごく光栄なことだなと思っています。
Oh, it's just her doing it. Oh, okay. I thought it was like the whole group. Okay. That makes sense. So, wow, still pretty.
And how did you get involved with Togen Anki, the new series that's about to release?
と桃源暗記のアニメチームの方からバンドメイドにぜひっていうふうにお声をかけていただいて、このエンディング曲として曲を書くことになりました。
The title for this song is called What is Justice?
Okay.
So what was the creative process for this? How different is it making music for anime versus making music for BAND-MAID?
まず What is Justice はもう本当にそのままと言いますか、テーマとしては正義とは何なのかっていうふうに、その本来桃源暗記の中の桃太郎と鬼が出てくるお話なんですけど、桃太郎っていう日本の昔話ではもう鬼が悪で正義が桃太郎っていう風に決まっている作品なんですけど、桃源暗記ではどちらも悪にもなるしどちらも正義であるっていう部分ですごくそこに感銘を受けまして、正義とは一体何なのかっていうのを深くこの物語に考えさせられたので、聞いてる方にもそれを考えてほしいっていう風に思ったので What is Justice っていうタイトルにしました。いつも曲を作る時はお給仕でこういう曲をもっとやりたいとかお給仕を重視で考えたりするんですけど、アニメからお話をいただいた作品に関してはアニメに寄り添った形で曲作りを始めるので、そういうニュアンスの違いがそこに出てくる。
Because obviously you wanna cater the opening or the ending of the song to the anime, so when you're like listening to it, it kind of makes sense with the story wise in a way as well. So sometimes like the ending, it doesn't make sense, but as you're going along with the anime, it like matches up. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, that's why it's going with this type of emotion or feeling. So anyway, I understand where she's coming from completely. So, but it's nice to know like the behind the scene of the process of actually making the song itself. So it's pretty cool.
That makes sense. And as far as the storyline of the anime, were you familiar with the original manga for this series?
もともと桃源暗記は日本でとても人気のある漫画として小鳩も読む前から知っていて、お話をいただいて、あの人気の漫画だっていうふうに思ったのでお話をいただいてから作品を読んだんですが、もうすごく面白くて最新巻まで全て読みました。
Wow, that's really cool, and I can hear the excitement when I listen to the song because the guitars go hard. I love that. So I'm curious, when you were creating the guitar melodies and the riffs, what inspired it? How did you go about as far as creating the music?
曲はギターのかなみが基本的には作っているんですけど、このお話をかなみもいただいてからその原作をかなみも読みまして、そこですごくバトルシーンとかがすごく激しくて素敵だなっていう風に印象をかなみは受けたので、そこからリフで押し切るイントロで始まって、もうリフでずっとなるべくこう押し切ろうっていう風なメロディーにしようっていう風に思ったらしいです。あとはそのメロディーに関してはボーカルの再起にいろんな意味で最高にハイな再起っていうのをこの曲で見たいっていうふうにかなみは思ったので、メロディーもすごく新しいというかバンドメイドに今までないぐらい激しいものになっています。
Yeah, to be honest, I'm with her on that one because it is a lot more different than most of their other songs. Obviously, I kind of understood the fact that it was for an anime, so they had to change up the concept while still trying to retain the concept of BAND-MAID. So once again, there's so much thought and process that goes into actually making a song that is just mind-blowing, I would say.
It's a big world of just guitar, and I love it.
Thank you so much.
Now, it's interesting to me because when BAND-MAID first formed, you weren't a guitarist. You were a vocalist, and then you stepped back to learn guitar and do backup vocals. Over the years, how do you feel that you've evolved as a guitarist? Because now when I listen to you play, you have fast fingers. So what was that process like?
もう本当にバンドメイドを始めるまではギターのもう弾き方もわからないぐらい何も知らない状態から始めていて、もう先生と呼べる隣にメンバーのかなみがいるのでかなみを先生として弾き方からじゃあ次はどういう基礎練をしようかっていう風に最初はもう本当に普通にレッスンにかなみレッスンに通ってずっと練習をしていました。で今でも新曲とか新しい曲が出すよっていう曲をかなみちゃんが書くと、じゃあ小鳩はこの部分というかこういう部分を弾いたらいいと思うライブでっていう話をして小鳩が必死にかなみ先生の弾いたギターフレーズを耳コピして練習して動画共有したりとかでもう常に日頃から練習をしています。
What is the process like when you and sensei are together? How do you practice together?
そうですね。小鳩が耳コピをしてかなみちゃんが弾いたフレーズをこうだと思うんだけどっていう風に動画で弾くんです。それをかなみちゃんに送ってチェックを先生がしてこの部分はここじゃないからこう弾いてねとかそういうやり取りをしながら練習をします。
What about fast fingers? How do you improve your speed on the guitar?
小鳩はもう全然まだ早弾きは本当に弾けないのでもうすごく速いフレーズとかに関してはテンポを落としたところから始めて徐々にテンポを上げていってっていう練習をひたすらやっています。
Maybe you should just close your eyes and then just start playing and then it's just going to happen naturally. Maybe, I don't know. I don't play guitar, so I don't know.
Fair enough.
目をそうでもそのお給仕中はずっとフレーズこう見ているわけにもいかないので、こう前を向いて鏡の前で練習したりもしますし、リハーサルでメンバー全員と集まって弾く時とかはあまり手元を見たりは、もちろん難しいフレーズは見ますけどずっとは見てられないので、もうひたすらこうもう見なくても弾けるようには何回も繰り返して練習はします。
Okay, I'll do the same at home. I'll try that. Now, you got to collaborate with another band that I really love, The Warning. You got to do a collaboration for Show Them together. So I'm curious, how did this collaboration come about? How did you meet the band and what was that process like?
一番最初にウォーニングちゃんたちと会ったのはアフターショック2022年に出演させていただいたアフターショックというフェスで出会いまして、初めて出会った時にすごく初めて会った気がしないねっていうぐらいに仲良くなって、ぜひ一緒に何かをやろうっていう話から こうやってコラボ曲を作ろうっていう風になりました。
So that was the first time you met them at Aftershock. Did you know anything about their music before that?
私たちは知らなかったんですっぽ。でも聞いてからすごい素敵な曲がいっぱいあると思って大好きになりましたっぽ。逆にモーニングちゃんたちは私たちのことを知っててくださったのでとても光栄でしたし嬉しかったですっぽ。
I feel like a lot of music is becoming more known all over the world, especially Japanese music, Japanese rock music. So how important is that for you, knowing that you have fans in Mexico, you have fans in USA, you have fans in the Philippines, you have fans in the UK, so you as a performer coming from overseas, what does that mean to you?
もともとバンドメイドは結成当初から世界征服っていうすごく大きな目標を掲げてたんですが、本当にこんな風に世界中のご主人様お嬢様ができるなんて最初の頃は想像もしていなかったので、今でもちょっと不思議なぐらいですしたくさんの方に私たちの音楽で心を楽しませてあげれてるんだなっていうのがすごく嬉しいですし、よりたくさんのご主人様お嬢様、国関係なくこう音楽の力でバンドメイドっていうのを知っていただけるように頑張っていきたいなっていう本当に心の支えになってますポ。
That's incredible.
Well, to be honest, for next year, there are literally two groups that I'm just so excited to actually see. First is obviously BAND-MAID, and the next one is EXO, because obviously EXO is going to make a comeback after like 2 years now. So they've said that they're going to do like a comeback in December, and they're going to have a world tour. So two concerts that I would be dying to go to, and I'm just so excited. So hopefully BAND-MAID will be like, yeah, we're coming as well. So yeah, please make sure that you actually announce it like a bit earlier as well, because in this new workplace it is a bit hard to get some time off, I would say. But yeah, it's a bit off. I'll tell you all about it at the end of the video, okay? So stay tuned, please. I beg you. Listen to my tangents.
るように頑張っていきたいなっていう本当に心の支えになってますポ。
That's incredible that it's happening, and I feel like with a new song like Ready to Rock, it's going to continue to happen because this is your latest single, and I love how much powerful this song is, and I love how many more people are getting to learn about BAND-MAID. I'm curious with this song, how different or what did you guys do differently coming into the studio to record and create this single?
バンドメイドは基本的にレコーディングをスタジオでこうみんなで一斉にっていうことはすることがなくて、この曲レディートゥロックに関してもアニメ側からこう依頼をいただいてから制作をしたので、かなみが2曲ほど用意してどっちがいいですかっていうふうにアニメ側に聞いたところ、よりちょっとカオスで
yeah, fair enough.
技術がすごくこう高い方を気に入っていただけたので、もう今までこうバンドメイドで一番レディートゥロックが難しいって思うぐらいの技術が必要なものだったので、すごくみんな苦労しましたし、でもすごくなんでしょうかね、そのイントロの部分とかギターの要と茜から始まる部分なんてとてもキャッチーですし、すごくかっこいいものになったと思いますし、レコーディングに関してはそれぞれ自宅だったりドラムはスタジオで叩いたりっていう各自で撮って合わせるので、初めてスタジオででも合わせた時はすごく感動しましたポ。
That's very interesting because when I listen to the song, it sounds like this is the first time you were in the studio together recording live. I feel like it was a live recording.So it's interesting that that wasn't the case.
でもバンドメイドは一度も一斉のせでこう全員でレコーディングしたことは一度もないんです。
Wow.
Wait, really? That is impressive, okay? But like the way that the arrangement is, how it's a lot harder to actually do it in your own space and then put the song all together at the same time. Well, if you're doing it in a studio, obviously you can tweak it. I don't know. It's so much more difficult. My God, they were really impressive. Like.It's so much more respect. God, wow. I mean, is it like common practice? Because I don't think I've seen other groups of like UK or American ones I've seen, or like even Korean ones that I have not seen them actually record like that in a way. So is that like a common practice in Japan, or is it just specifically to BAND-MAID?If you guys know the answer, please comment down because that is impressive, like genuinely.
今までの曲でこうドラムとベースを一緒に撮ったりっていうことは 過去にあったと思うんですけど、全員で一気にっていうことはやったことがないですぽ。
Maybe next time, maybe you could try that.
すごくバンドメイドのこう音楽を一斉のせいで撮ることは難題かもしれないですぽ。なんでしょうぽね。なんかこう私たちの性にそっちの方が合ってるのかもしれないですぽ。でもこうスタジオで全員でやるっていうこともいつかはチャレンジしてみたいですぽね。
Nice. And you said this was challenging and very technical. What was challenging and technical about it, and how were you able to overcome it?
そうですぽね。曲に関してはかなみが基本的には小鳩の分もレコーディングではギターはすべてかなみちゃんが取るんですけどぽ、そのライブでは小鳩も自分のパートを弾いているんですが、すごくまずテンポに対しての細かさがとてもあって、正確に弾かないとこう一瞬飛んでしまうともう曲がとても進んでしまうので、そういう意味ですごく一個一個しっかり弾かないといけないっていうのがすごく大変だったんですけど、それも小鳩のパートに関しては小鳩自身はやっぱりテンポを落として始めてっていう、あと歌も結構ずっと小鳩はコーラスに関してはこの曲は歌っているので、歌と歌いながらのずっと刻むっていうのがすごく大変で、そこを何度も何度も家で練習してっていう風に乗り越えましたぽ。
How do you feel that you've evolved as a vocalist, and how do you continue to perfect your voice?
This is a
そうです
really
ね、
amazing
最
question,
初
by the
の
way.
頃と今では多分曲を聴いてもらうと分かるように本当に声質から歌い方から全然違うので、常にそのボーカルレッスンだったりとか自分の声の使い方っていうのはすごく考えながらやっていますし、
Well,
レコ
to
ーデ
be
ィング
honest, sorry to cut off Kurupo, but I do have to say I have so much respect for her for like, you know, still continuing to take vocal lessons. There are so many like groups. I'm not saying like a specific one, okay? It's just generally there are a couple of groups that I do know that once they become famous, they kind of stop doing vocal lessons. They just, and in a way, they kind of get stuck on that one place, I would say. So they're not evolving as a vocalist at all. So the fact that she's still continuing to take lessons and improving herself is just impressive. Because another favorite singer that I like is called Baekhyun from EXO as well, and he's once the type as well who's still taking vocal lessons, like learning new techniques, and that's why his voice is just so wonderfully impressive. Okay, and for a singer, I would say that is something that they will have to continuously do, because otherwise they kind of like lose their momentum and they kind of, I don't know, they don't sound that great anymore, or they kind of get stuck and it becomes repetitive. Okay, I don't know, there are once again certain groups that I love their songs and everything, but I feel like what they are now is exactly what they were like 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm like, there's no improvement whatsoever, and this is meant to be like your job. Okay, like just think of it like as a traditional I'm air quoting this, okay, like a traditional job. Okay, after a certain amount of time you have to, like, you know, improve yourself, make yourself go faster, learn new stuff, you know, just optimize it just to make it like your own. But there are some who just like, yeah, give up because they're famous, they don't really need to do that. But I feel like if you think about it properly, if you're famous, that means you have to, you know, put in extra effort, you know, just in case no one criticizes you at the end. Like, oh, well, their vocals are like, no, they're improving. Like, if you see like the video from like a year ago of there now, you're like, oh wow, look at that, there's so much improvement there. Okay, but once again, there are some groups who are just, I'm saying, stuck in that one place, and I'm like, there's so much potential and there's so many resources available for you to be able to do that, but they just don't do it because what's the point? They're still gonna have fans, and you know, I don't know, I'm just going down a different rabbit hole for now, so I'm gonna shut up now.
自分の声の使い方っていうのはすごく考えながらやっていますし、レコーディングするたびにこういう歌い方をより強めていこうとか、それと同時にレコーディングをするときは必ずボーカルディレクションの方と佐伯もディレクションのように私のコーラスを聞いていてくれるので、こういう風に歌った方がいいよとか、こうアドバイスをもらいながら常に自分も成長し続けていけるようにしています。
Yeah, and you can tell that your voice has evolved a lot.
Yeah.
It also sounds like you're more comfortable to step out of comfort and try something new with your voice and the vocal tones and ranges. At the same time, how do you and Psyche balance your vocals when you guys are singing and recording music?
基本的には 佐伯がメインボーカルとして歌っているので、私はコーラスとアドリブパートっていう風になってるんですけど、かなみが作曲する時にここは小鳩に歌ってほしいとか、結構かなみの希望があるので、そこは小鳩がじゃあこの部分は小鳩が歌うねっていう相談をしながら、歌詞もそれに合わせて変えていますし、そのアドリブパートとかは最初に全部取ってしまって、声のバランスとかはミックスの時に調整したりします。
Very cool. And it's always interesting and cool to hear how every artist works differently in the studio.
Yeah.
Now, I guess to close us off, for me in 2014, I got introduced to Japanese rock music because of 1OK Rock. Now they're one of my favorite bands. And I'm curious for you, what artist inspired you to want to become a rock artist or just a musician in general?
そうですね、もともと小鳩は東京事変っていう椎名林檎さんがとてもロックだなと思って聴いていたので、椎名林檎さんの歌を聴いてロックだったりかっこいい楽曲も自分でやりたいっていうふうに思ったんですけど、バンドメイドを始めてからコーンさんだったりとか、すごくハードな音楽にも魅力を感じてとても好きになりました。
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I am so excited to be talking to you. I look forward to more new music, and hopefully you guys come back to LA soon. But you guys be sure to check out BAND-MAID. New music, What is Justice, is out now. And thank you so much for watching here on Front Row Live.
Damn. Wow, that was actually an amazing interview. The questions that were asked were just the stuff that I also wanted to know, but I was like, no one's ever really asked them, or they never really had like a chance to actually sit down and, you know, get these questions asked, which is impressive. And yeah, I've talked throughout the whole video, which is quite fun, but still, it was a great interview, and the answers were just what I was expecting. But I did learn some new stuff from BAND-MAID, but like obviously the way that they record, how the songs are written and stuff. So it's once again amazing insight. And also I do have to say, my god, Kanami is just impressive with like the fact that she's able to do so much like as a musician, okay? Because wow, being able to create the lyrics, the chorus, you know, the instruments, like the placement of all of that, it's just like, she is a genius. Just to put it in simple words, she is a freaking genius. Wow. Okay, so that is a lot of me talking, but you can see that I'm kind of slowly like drifting away because my god, I'm just so tired. Okay, well, let's rewind back to how my work is going, okay? Because a lot of people were commenting, and I'm so sorry for not being able to reply to the comments. Okay, I'll be getting to them very soon once it's the weekend, okay? Because now I work 5 days a week, not 4. Dang it. Okay, I have to work an extra hour, but it's getting cut off from the middle. Okay, anyway, so yeah, so far, first initial thoughts, ew, on the first day I was like, damn, this is too much, I would say. Because first off, okay, they promised me lunch. I was like, oh god, it's gonna be so good. And then I forgot that in the UK when they say lunch, it just means sandwiches. So I didn't bring anything, and I was like starving. So near the end I thought my head was going to explode. I had a really bad headache, I was really hungry, I was dizzy as well, and I felt like throwing up at the same time. So it was the worst, like the worst first day ever. Okay, the good thing is there was another person who joined with me, so the thing is we're going to do all our training together, so I'm not by myself, which is great. I very much appreciate that. I'm like so happy. But yeah, second thing, there was a lot of overload of information, I would say. Like the job itself is quite self-explanatory, but there's so many bits and pieces that you have to do, and like the team that I work in is very niche, so the things that we do is just very rare. Okay, like there's only so many of us doing so many things, okay, and it's just one department for that one, and I can actually just say the name. It's called litigation and recovery. If you know what that means, that is impressive. If you don't know, then I'll explain it in another video, or I don't know, you know, I'll maybe make another whole video of what work life is like. Okay, so okay, overall the work life itself is kind of like The Office, but less of Michael Scott. I should just remove Michael Scott and it's just all work. It's not fun because I have like 3 monitor screens, okay, and after like a couple of hours of looking at it, I'm like, one of my eyes can't see because one of them is kind of like lower than the other one, but like near the end I'm like, my god, I'm having trouble keeping my eye open. But yeah, so as of the upload of this video, which is definitely not going to be today because I'm just so tired, I'm just going to end it here, like end it here and then do the editing the next day, because yeah, I can't. But yeah, as of the recording of this video, hopefully I will have started like the actual part of the work that I'm doing, because so far they've given us like an overview of what we need to do, but you do learn them in sections because there's a lot of things happening. So like there's a lot of legal proceedings, stuff like that. Let's say I do work in a law firm, if that was not clear enough, I don't know. But yeah, so quite exciting. It is something that I've studied, so I'll put that wonderful degree into some kind of use. We will see. Yeah, so look forward to it. I'll still continue to give more updates. I'll try my best to do more reactions, kind of like maybe record them early on and spread them out. I don't know. I'll work it out once the weekend arrives, because I'm too tired right now. But that's all for today. If you guys enjoyed today's reaction, if you have any recommendation, please comment them down below. If you'd like to support further, you can buy me a cup of coffee. That's how I support the channel. Also, make sure you guys subscribe my channel, because I hit 50k soon. So come on, help us out. Whichever category I come under, okay? Also, if you'd like to follow me on all my social medias, down below, just click like and welcome to my world. So, sayonara, sampai jumpa lagi, annyeong, bye!